you're watching this, welcome to the channel. Today, I want to go over how to unlock unlimited energy in 2026. This is for everyone, but I think particularly men, we all want the same things. We have the same goals. We're all striving to achieve the same things, money, power, respect, influence, maybe starting a family, getting XYZ, whatever it may be. But the question is, why are we not all putting the same effort into it? Right? Why do we not all have it? Well, I don't feel like it. I don't have the energy. I'm tired today. I think laziness and not having energy is what holds 99% of people back from their true potential, or at least working towards their true potential. So today I want to go over how to actually unlock your energy in 2026. How to have unlimited energy in 2026. And what's important to know first is that a big misconception: rest does not equal energy. We think, oh man, I'm tired. Oh, I feel tired, so let me lay down and then maybe I'll have a little bit more energy. Then I can go work out, or then I can go get my assignment done. No, rest does not equal energy. Energy comes from exertion. There's a reason nobody has ever gotten a decent amount of sleep, woken up early, worked out first thing in the morning, or at least walked, and then said, oh, I felt like crap the rest of the day. No one's ever said that. But when they do say, oh, I felt really good, because there's science behind it. Your dopamine's heightened. You have energy for the day. Why is that? But what people do say is whenever they miss their alarm and they snooze, and then they rush in the morning and they don't get up and get moving and have a routine. Oh man, today I've just been all over the place. I don't feel good. I'm tired. Why? Energy comes from exertion. Energy comes from movement. You have got to understand that. Whenever you're just get back home from something, I'm in college, right? So I think about it. I just get home from class. Oh, that couch is calling me. I want to lay down. Don't lay down on the couch. The couch is going to suck all the life force out of you. Do some jumping jacks or something. Stretch. Energy comes from exertion. That's the number one thing people need to realize. And what we get caught up in when we think rest equals energy, we get in what I call the lazy loop. We start doom scrolling. The thought of what we need to get done, it won't take long. It's not hard. We procrastinate. Relaxation is the biggest energy drainer. Like I said, when you're sitting in that couch, it's just pulling energy out of you. You don't get to relax and then all of a sudden you're just going to feel like it. Well, one day I'll feel like it. That's not how it works. And I think deep down we all know that. I think we know we're not just going to feel like it. We're not going to doom scroll long enough and then all of a sudden I'm just going to feel like doing it. No, that's why when you're done doom scrolling, you sigh, oh, I have to go. I have to do something that's going to better myself. That's the mindset we're all in, right? Relaxation is the biggest energy drainer. As I was just saying, you need to stop waiting to feel ready and think of it this way: what can I do to feel ready? It's not going to be laying here on my phone. It's not going to be laying here just being lazy, relaxing. What can I do that makes me ready? I don't want to work out right now. I don't really feel like it. What can I do to make me feel like it? Well, I can probably start moving. I can probably stretch a little bit, touch my toes, pull the legs back. Maybe I can do some jumping jacks, some push-ups. That'll probably help me feel a little bit more ready. This needs to be the mindset. Stop waiting to feel ready and do something that makes you ready. Again, I'm talking about working out because I think that's something we can all relate to, and most of the time we all just want to put off, especially if you're not in shape, you just want to put it off. But it's really anything. Starting a business, a side hustle, making money, building a relationship, owning up to something. Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't have the energy to deal with all that right now. Well, what can you do to get the energy? Right. Then I want to go over here. This is the best. This is the favorite thing. This is what everyone says, especially men. If you ever hear a guy say this, Do not be friends with him. Keep him away from you. You love your friend, you're trying to help him, and he goes, well, there's nothing to do. Well, what if I have nothing to do? That is the most arrogant thing to probably come out of someone's mouth. I have nothing to do. So you think you're so good and all of your eggs are in a box, whatever the saying is, all your boxes are checked. You think you have it so good, there's nothing to do. You've made it. You're where you are financially. You are in the best shape of your life. Your relationships with everyone are exactly where you want. Your family's taken care of. It's extremely arrogant. There's always something to do. There's always something to do. There's always something you can be doing to better yourself, right? Especially if you're a young man watching this, I highly doubt you've made it. It's also extremely selfish. Really? There's no one you can help? The rest of us are working. You want to help me? Can we get some shit done? It's extremely arrogant and selfish, first off. As I was just saying, there's nothing left to accomplish, really. Not even playing an instrument. You don't want to play an instrument? Do something to stimulate your brain. There's always something to do. Again, you're the perfect human. You've got it all figured out. I don't think so. And the money. Start a business. Start a side hustle. Produce content. Hey, if you've got it all figured out, tell the world. What's your secret? There's something to do. And look, all of this is not to say you can't ever just like enjoy yourself. Lord knows I do, but it's like you talk to so many people that are just there's no life force behind them. Like you can literally see in their eyes, they've got nothing going on. Like there's no drive, no fire. Bro, at least have a want to, at least want it. But you talk to these people, they're like zombies. And it can be someone you like, but they're just like, there's nothing there. I don't get it. Okay, so that's all the bad stuff. But Hunter, what's the hack? You said I'm going to unlock all my energy 2026. What is the hack? Goals equal purpose. Purpose equals power. Power equates to energy. You've got to set goals. You've got to set high standards for yourself. When you have a goal that you actually want to achieve, it's your goal. It's not a goal of someone, like it's not a challenge. You can look at it as a challenge, but it's not a challenge. It's a goal because I want it. I want to get somewhere. I want to get to a $10,000 month. I want to get to X amount of followers. I want to get to this bench. I want to get a six pack. I want to blah, 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 blah. It creates a purpose. And people say, well, what's the point of life? What's the purpose of life? Finding your purpose. There's so much that comes with finding a purpose, and I can really get into that, but for this, I'm just going to talk about energy. When you have a purpose and a desire for something, do you know how much that fuels you? I guarantee you know that person that's like pretty lazy and laid back and doesn't really do much? You should ask them what their goals are and see if they even have an answer. Purpose gives you energy. It doesn't just give you energy, but it makes exerting that energy feel good. You're working towards something you actually want. You're building yourself. Anytime we get an accomplishment, it feels so good. And when you have a purpose behind that accomplishment, it makes striving to that feel good because you can feel yourself getting close to it. You can feel yourself getting closer to the pot of gold. You've got to have purpose. And maybe it doesn't come from goals, but I just think that's the easiest way to find purpose is setting a goal, something you want. But you've got to have purpose. That will give you so much energy. So what does that look like for you? It's important to ask that. Pressure. Creating pressure on yourself. I guarantee you don't really have a lot of energy. All of a sudden, a car falls on your mom. You're asleep in the car. You get in a car crash. Oh my gosh, now you wake up, mom's trapped underneath the car. Hey, I'm not promising you're going to move the car, but I bet you have a lot of energy to try and move that car. I bet you're not so sleepy now. I bet you wake up. And that's extreme, but it's the same as Studying for a test, studying for finals. You have to get the finals done. You have to pass. You have to pass this class or you're not graduating. That builds a lot of pressure, and all of a sudden, it's a lot easier to study throughout the whole night. All of a sudden, no, I have to pass and I have no clue what's going on. Oh, now it's a lot easier to study, huh? Don't completely shoot yourself in the foot, but it's okay to put some pressure on yourself. It is okay to put yourself in not the best situation and just saying, fuck, I guess I'm going to figure it out. I have to. There's no other option. Put pressure on yourself. Set unrealistic expectations. Put some pressure to achieve those. Promise yourself you're going to do it. Tell someone else I'm going to do it. Let that fear of letting them down and being a liar put some pressure on you. You have to get it done now. You have to. You have to save your mom's life. You have to get it done. I bet you have some energy. Avoid being comfortable. Avoid comfortability. Look, I think a lot of life is getting to new levels. And each time you get to a new level, you kind of, oh my gosh, I just worked so hard. You want to relax for a little bit. Let me be the big fish in the small pond for a little bit. And again, there's something to say. You should enjoy those, and you should pat yourself on the back, and you do need to realize your progress. Otherwise, you don't know if you're making progress. If you're not able to realize the progress you've made, do you even know if you're making it? But you cannot stay at that level for long, because what does that get back to? Being comfortable is the same as being lazy, pretty much. They go hand in hand. You cannot stay comfortable. You need to always be achieving more. Which goes back to here. When you've got it? You've got it all now? Avoid being comfortable. Seriously, whatever that looks like. Whatever it looks like, put yourself in a new environment. It's going to suck for a little bit. You'll feel awkward. Whatever it may be, it's going to be hard. That's the only way you can grow. The person you want to be does not stay in the same place. They're somewhere else. You're here. You want to be that person. They're over there. And at the end of the day, I think the biggest thing of all, and this is not just that you realize it once, you actually need to practice this. You need to focus on the outcome. We put so much time and energy and effort into thinking about how much we don't want to do something. Imagine thinking about, it comes to the gym, we think, oh my God, 6 a.m. and now I got to lift and blah, blah, blah. Even though you know you're going to feel better after, we put so much time into thinking like how hard that is to diet, to not eat, or to eat healthy. What if we put the same effort into visioning that best version of ourselves, to visioning the end result? What if we put all the energy into that? It makes everything, you kind of forget about everything else. I've seen that version of myself. I've seen what I'm capable of. Now let's get it. I'm not worried about, oh, how hard that's going to be. I want it. I can see it. I'm focused on the outcome less than the effort. It makes the effort seem easier and not as intense. It's 2026. There's no excuses. You've seen this video. You can make your own judgments on it. But all this is true. All this is true. You may interpret it a different way than me, but at the end of the day, everyone knows this is true, and people know this, but it's just, are you going to act on it? It's 2026. Let's maximize our energy. Let's maximize our potential.